Welcome back, my babies. It's another week, another tarot energy forecast with me. It's Tatiana Tarot. This is gonna be an interesting week. We're gonna see how it plays out. It's officially April, okay? And I know last week was a little questionable in terms of, not questionable, but a lot of surprises did end up happening. I did read a lot of your comments. I know a lot of surprises definitely popped up in my life. So we're gonna see what April is about. I have yet to do the tarot scopes. So once those pop out, you can absolutely go on my social media at Tatiana Tarot on Instagram, Twitter, and check up those written tarot scopes. I don't know if I'm actually gonna write them this month, we'll see. But that being said, another couple of announcements. So a lot of you guys have been waiting for my latest course to drop. That is still on the way, but in the meantime, you can sign up for the waiting list for that course to be notified for that course. That course is on Ancestral, Veneration, and Intuitive Development. So I will be teaching you all of the protocol needed to develop your intuitive faculties so that you can communicate with the spirit realm in a safe and grounded way. And not only the spirit realm in terms of your spirit guides, but also your ancestors too, to be able to work with your ancestors, connect with them, talk with them, do ancestral veneration, altar work, and really fundamentally know how to develop your intuition, how to acknowledge when your intuition's talking to you, how to get information on cue, on demand, through your intuitive faculties, so that the communication isn't just one-sided. I think a lot of us who do this work and are not properly trained or just getting into the work of ancestral veneration or just working with your spirit guides, we kind of leave our intuition to its random devices. Like whenever the intuition wants to pop up and talk to you, boom, that's when your intuition fills you in with information. But it doesn't have to be that way. You ask a question, you get a vision. You ask a question, you get an answer. You follow up on some more clarity, you get an answer. So it doesn't have to be like, well, I got this message and I don't know what it means, or they showed me this in a dream and I don't know what it means. The course is going to lead you into a series of tools and techniques where you can get more in-depth information and insight. Again, signing up for the waiting list is down below, and as a treat, I have included a free guided meditation in which you can talk to your higher self, your elevated spirit guides, and your ancient ancestors in the guided meditation. Including that is a workbook that you can fill out to help you process the information that you receive, to help you integrate the information, and to record your findings. I think a lot of us are hella intuitive. We don't give ourselves enough credit. We don't acknowledge it or see it for ourselves because we are just on one social media app to the other, on one activity to the other, without stopping to integrate and process and think about our experience. And so the workbook is going to help you do that. You get all of the above by signing up for the waiting list down below included. Please don't bring that into the room. Thank you. Outside. Thank you. Kids be like, let's just wet up the whole place with a water balloon. Anyway, so this week I am doing the tarot meditation forecast. No, tarot energy forecast. That is for Monday, April 3rd, all the way to Sunday, April 9th. I can't believe we're in April. It does not come out of my mouth fluid enough. All right, and so for this week, what I normally do is I pull out some tarot cards and oracle cards and give you a message on what to expect energetically. Again, the message is not only for this week altogether, it may apply for the month for you, it may apply for the next couple of weeks for you, so on and so forth, okay? So in the way in which this message is resonating, just take it, run with it, apply it in whatever way it makes sense. Some people like to watch these videos right away. Some people like to wait. And so do you. This is a very relaxed video, okay? I think this is why it resonates with so many of us, because it's really chill and you just take the medicine the way you want to take it, whether you want to swallow it, whether you want to chew it, whether you want to inhale it, whatever, okay? So actually, let me just start with some quick libations. Omi tutu ile tutu laro ye. Oni tutu. Tutu Eshi, Tutu Oshun, Tutu Bawa. All of our elevated ancestors, elevated spirit guides, please come through. Okay, great spirit. What is our message here today for Monday, April 3rd and Tuesday, April 4th? That just flew out. Let's see what that's about. We are getting the Queen of Swords, okay? Monday, April 3rd, Tuesday, April 4th. What is the Queen of Swords telling us? All these cards are flying out, y'all. Okay? What is it giving? Okay, the Queen of Swords, there's a couple of messages with this. All right, the Oracle card that flew out for the Queen of Swords is the Woman card. So this is definitely shining light on whether this is Monday or Tuesday of this week, or for the energy for this week in general, or for the month. Just whatever resonates with you, whatever comes into your brain, whatever resonates with you, take it and run with it. Okay? Some of you guys have the presence of a woman in your life who is very much like the Queen of Swords, all right? She's very much like the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is witty. The Queen of Swords is direct. The Queen of Swords is honest. The Queen of Swords holds no, they don't hold their tongue back. Shh. They're very tactful. They're very honest. They're very direct, but there is a, like I said, this is a very tactful, suave way of communicating, okay? For the beginning of this month, for the beginning of this week too, be on the lookout on someone who is possibly channeling information for you and not even knowing that they're channeling information, or their life experiences, their stories, the information they have to share with you, be it directly or indirectly. Again, this is a woman, this is a femme, or somebody with feminine energy who is very straightforward. This is my story, open throat chakra, unapologetic, great storyteller, very honest, also very logical and organized, a leader in their own right. So they may be leading their lives in a way that is of great integrity. Mommy can't help you right now. You're gonna have to help yourself, okay? There you go. You can take it off. It's okay. Go get another shirt. She don't wet her shirt with all these water balloons. One thing my baby don't like is a wet shirt, okay? She's like, time to change. So be on the lookout for a woman like that in your life, okay, who may have more of a presence in the beginning of this week. It doesn't have to be somebody you know directly, all right? It doesn't have to be somebody you know directly. Okay, here you go, baby. Put that on. You got it. It could be someone maybe on social media that you gravitate to and their posts are calling you because your spirit is being led to read their posts or to hear what they've got to say. It may be someone in your family, maybe an ancestor who's extra chattery, maybe a close friend, but they fit the mold of what I'm describing. Now, I'm telling you to pay attention to them because they may inadvertently be channeling something without them knowing they're channeling something for you. You know, in the way God, source, creator, brings someone into our lives and they are sharing with us something personal without realizing that through their sharing and through their vulnerability and their storytelling, they're inadvertently telling us something and giving us medicine, telling us something that we need to hear, something that we need to learn, something that we need to integrate. And in doing that, it is medicine for us, right? And so I see that here. I see like some sort of entity coming through. Again, could be an ancestor, could be a spirit guide, could be an actual physical person. I would lean more so on an actual physical person, but some of us that are spiritists may be receiving guidance from the spirit realm as well. So don't exclude that. Again, we're getting the woman card here. So this is to say it is someone very prevalent in our lives. Okay, someone we've either got our radar on, someone we need to listen to, that they're coming through with channeled messages. They're coming through for something important for us to hear, whether they have gone through something in their lives that required a risk, required some sort of sacrifice, and we're kind of on the precipice of doing that in our own lives. and we need the motivation. We need the a positive enforcement, you know, and we get it from hearing them and how they navigate that. So pay attention to that. Also, I almost feel like there is this need to exude femininity. There is a need to exude your desires and to be unapologetic in the way that you exude that. Whether it's through your body language, whether it's through your articulation of aesthetics, physical aesthetics, beautification rituals, whether it's in communication to other people, what you demand. I want to go to this type of place. I expect this kind of treatment. Even from your partners, where you want to go to feel your best, what you want to experience. I think this needs to be spoken of more. This almost like it's not just enough to go after your desires, but it's also like the energy of the world around you needs to hear of your desires. You need to speak it into existence. You need to pray about it. You need to talk to people about your desires. It may just very much be the case where this combination is cards is encouraging you to really again shift your mindset from maybe perceiving lack everywhere and start speaking about what you want to experience. Yeah, you might not have something, but instead of saying I don't have it, or it can't come, or I don't have this, or this is just be like, I really would like to experience this, or this is the sort of energy I want to bring into my life, or this is the sort of friends I want to have in my life, right? The Queen of Swords is telling us that there is a power of the tongue. There's a power of the tongue. There's a power of the manifestation of the spoken word and the written word. But it's dealing very strongly here with femininity, especially if we see woman, the element of woman here in the oracle cards. Almost like a very gitana, gypsy-like energy, flirtatious, romanticize. You need to romanticize your life. You need to speak to other people about yourself, embellishing yourself. Sahara, are you okay? All right. Speak to other people, embellishing yourself. Don't downplay yourself. Don't limit yourself. Don't be negative about yourself, even in thought, because this, you know, the Queen of Swords rules the domain of air. It rules the elemental of air. So that which is unseen, working with the energy of air, spoken word, written word, thinking, your thoughts, your belief systems, all of this does play a part in the way you perceive yourself out in the world. Spirit is talking about bigging yourself up, you know, really celebrating yourself in major ways this week, and also listening to how other people speak about themselves, listening to how people phrase their lives and phrase their stories, and listening to the energy, paying attention to the energy behind their words. That is very important. Take a moment to really get to know yourself intimately. Get to know your feminine energy intimately. Okay, get to know what lights you up, what turns you on, what turns you off, what gets you in an irritable mood, how people feel when you're around them, how your mood changes when you're around certain people, how your mood changes when you wear certain things, when you eat certain things, when you watch certain things, when you listen to certain things, what colors bring out the best in you, what colors do you wear that attract more abundance into your life? What is it that you speak that brings more abundance into your life? What is it that you do to perceive more abundance? And how do you start complaining? When does the theory and the concept of lack come out of you? You know, what is that catalyzed by? You need to pay attention to all these nuances, because the Queen of Swords, very clever with the air elements, but also very clever with perception. She sees everything. She understands everything. She rationalizes a lot of things. Well, actually, she rationalizes a lot of things, but Queen is really the marriage between air and water for this particular sector. You know, she is a lot of air. She is a lot of mental realm, written word, spoken realm. But as the queen, as the feminine presence, the hierarchical feminine presence, she is also fundamentally heart. Okay, so that's why there is tact in that communication. That's why she will speak the truth, but she's not trying to cut you with her words. She does it gracefully, right? And so there is an understanding that there's a lot of heart, there's a lot of emotion, there's a lot of feeling embedded in this. And so you got to think about, you know, rationalizing or understanding psychologically where your feelings and your emotions, how they play a role in your life. Are they, you know, are they embedded in lack? Are they embedded in abundance? Why are you the way you are? And how does this play a role with your own personal femininity? This, whether you have a gender or not, you know, whether you associate with a gender or not. You know, what is your feminine nature? I think this needs to be embellished. I think, like I said before, this needs to be spoken of. Like whether you have, you know, you write about your desires in a journal. This is what I desire, I want to experience for the month of April. This is what I desire in my love life. This is what I desire with my health. This is what I desire with my education. This is what I desire with my finances. This is what I desire to make this month. This is what I desire in my business. This is what I desire my body to look like. And this is how I desire my body to get there. You know, it's almost like creating your own commandments. Create your own commandments, create your own laws, and put some heart in it where it's not like this is the way it is and I you know, it's almost like you're enslaved to that. Let it be flexible, let it be fun, let it be passionate, but also let it be some sort of a contract that you feel comfortable committing to that is now molding the future. Your words hold a lot of power in the beginning of this weekend and this month. It can really make and break a lot of things for you. It can open new portals, new pathways, new doors, new opportunities. There could be a lot of feminine energy, whether, again, I'm not going to go by gender because you never know with these cards, but it will be a very feminine-like energy that you meet, that you will probably want to engage with, that could have opportunities for you and so on and so forth, or some knowledge there that is of great value for you, or a lesson. Again, a lot of you guys that are spiritists, this could be a time to connect with your gypsy spirits. I know that's not a term that a lot of us tend to use traditionally, or is not very respectful, but nomadic spirits, gitana spirits in the pantheon of espiritismo and the spirit spirits in that particular tradition, they're known as that. So these are nomadic spirits that are very flirtatious, that are known to be the seers, the psychics, the intuitives, the readers, the diviners. You know, they work a lot with also beauty, and they work a lot with charm and magnetism. So this could be a good week to work with those types of spirits, or to bring that out more in yourself, especially if you're trying to gravitate, manifest something in particular to you. You know, flirt with life. Flirt with life, flirt with yourself, beautify your life, and use that by playing with your words. Use that by engaging in fascinating, compelling conversation with other people. Try to create memories. Try to create a story with your life. Make it exciting. So for the first 2 days of this week, that's what that is giving. Okay. Great Spirit, what are we looking into Wednesday, the 5th, April 5th, and Thursday, April 6th. Wednesday, April 5th, and Thursday, April 6th of this week. What is the energy they need to hear and know? This is the Six of Cups. You're getting the Six of Cups. Blast from the past. Okay, what is it that we need to revisit from the past, or what from the past is coming to catch up from us? Okay, love, maybe love. Look, we're getting 2 sixes. We're getting 2 sixes. This just flew out. That's the Lover's card. Okay, so there may be, this middle of this week, there may be some sort of a theme you're working with when it comes to love, whether it be self-love, self-adoration, or in a relationship. There may be a theme or a decision that you've once avoided, or you've had to navigate and is now kind of rearing its head again. That decision could be like the process of choosing yourself over choosing what your partner wants or desires or something like that, or choosing someone else, or could be finally finding closure in a dynamic that just never was able to present itself. Reuniting with someone that it's time to learn that lesson from. It's time to close that door from, or potentially reopen it. The Six of Cups is not only blast from the past, but it could be dealing with your childhood, could be dealing with themes of your childhood, and now what you've learned, what you've experienced in your childhood, something that's carried on from your childhood that you've integrated subconsciously, that you now need to make a critical decision on. Maybe it's a realization that, oh, I have this behavior, I have this belief system that I've learned from my childhood, and now it's time to leave that alone. It's time to close the doors on that. It's time to move on from that. Maybe you've noticed that you've been operating on overdrive, and it's time to kind of make a conscious decision to operate more, I don't want to say more woke, but more conscious, more aware of yourself as an adult now, an adult who's more aware of their inner child, operating from a space of grace, operating from a space of more awareness and hypersensitivity. And so, that, because the Lover's card is not just always love, it could be, life-changing decisions, okay? Life-changing decisions coupled in with themes and things that have happened in your inner child, or coupled in with someone from your past, or a theme revisiting itself from your past. Now, I say your inner child, one, because the Six of Cups does deal a lot with your inner child, but also you have this card here of the child. You have the card here of the child, and you have the card here of misfortune. These are two cards that flew out. So it could be a time where, in all honesty, it could be a time where maybe some sort of childhood trauma or trigger from your childhood is revisiting itself again. Now, you now know better. You now know how to notice it. You now know how to parent yourself and nurture yourself and soothe yourself. And so this is a really big breakthrough opportunity for you to break through out of any habits, any cycles that are not beneficial to you, especially if you've been unaware of them, especially if it's been a particular stop. You want to say hi? You want to say hi? That's what I thought. Especially if you've been held bondage by these behaviors. This could be in the center, in the middle of the week, it could be like a very big aha moment, like, wow, this no longer triggers me. Yes, I've been through that. That's really unfortunate. I'm so sorry, my inner child. You did not deserve that. You did not deserve to go through that. But maybe it's a major accomplishment you were able to achieve, or psychological breakthrough, an emotional breakthrough that you were able to achieve that now lets you realize that you're no longer held bondage by your experience in your past, that you've broken the cycle, that you've maybe broken some sort of intergenerational trauma of sorts, an experience that was very misfortunate for you, but you've risen up like the phoenix, and you have been able to transmute it and transform it and shift the dynamic. Okay, you're now wiser, you're now more aware, you're now no longer being held bondage by a behavior that has left you helpless and sleeping to your own devices, so to speak. Now, this can also play apart in your relationships. Again, it doesn't just have to be romantic, but I do feel like it might be heading more into the romantic sector. But it could be some sort of some sort of behavior that was programmed in you in your childhood, something that has happened in your childhood that was quite unfortunate, that you now perpetuate in your adult years because you just weren't able to associate that behavior to your childhood. Maybe you're making that association now. The Lovers is that breakthrough. The Lovers is that life-changing decision. It's the aha moment of, wow, I never put two and two together. That's why I attract these relationships, or that's why this happens in relationships, so that's why I show up like this, or that's why I avoid my taxes or my money or whatever. It could be your relationship to an inanimate object. It doesn't have to be a physical person, but some sort of a trigger is resurfacing now for you to break the shackles, for you to be free, for you to really now take a left turn and liberate yourself with this Lover card. Because the Lovers, yes, it is a pivotal, life-changing decision, but it's saying we're trying to make space for new relationships, for new dynamics, for new harmonious experiences in your life. You want to say hi? You want to say hi, Zaza?
Hi.
Making experience. No, please. Yeah, no. Let mommy.
The camera.
Yeah, it is a camera. Mommy's trying to record some tarot cards. Come here, baby. Come here. Okay, come here. Yeah. All right. Hold on. Z-Bear, no. Come here. Zaza. And so the Lovers is trying to make space. Yeah, vete, over here. Come here. Okay. It's trying to make space for these new dynamics to enter your life, because it's saying you're ready to learn this lesson, you're ready to integrate this lesson, you're ready to now evolve. Are you going to make that decision of evolution? We will see, okay? We will see. I think the ball is certainly in your court. I think you're now ready. I think this opportunity would not appear if you were not. The opportunity may not be something so obvious. It could be a thought that you interrupt, that you question, that you now realize, oh, wow, I'm above thinking this thought. You know, I'm above this. I've learned so much of myself. Like, I'm going to change this pattern. It could be a conversation. It could be something that happens that would normally trigger you with a family member, a friend, a colleague, something that happens out in the world, and you're like, oh, I'm not doing that no more. We're changing that. I'm sorry, mommy's almost done, okay? Okay? You want some water? No? Okay. So, big news for you in the middle of the week. All right, nothing to freak out about, but something to really shift the course of your life. All right, so let's see what's happening. Friday. Friday, what is it, the 7th? Friday the 7th, Saturday the 8th. And Sunday, the 9th of April. Great Spirit, what is the message? Sahara, no pressing buttons, sweetheart, because then mommy has to do it again.
No.
Stop it. Lord, y'all. Who wants to watch their cousin? Be nice. Okay. Are you a ghost?
No, mine.
No, you're not. Okay. Okay, let me go over there, please.
No.
Go ahead. Thank you. Thank you so much. Friday, April 7th, Saturday, April 8th, and Sunday, April 9th. Good Lord. Great Spirit, what do you have to tell us? Page of Cups is greeting us at the end of this week, okay? Page of Cups is greeting us Page of Cups is that softness that we get, light at the end of the tunnel, a reward for all that we have experienced. I do think that this deals a lot with the spirit realm. I also think that this may, spirit realm in terms of dreams. So pay attention to your dreams. Again, I think I say this once in a blue moon, but your dreams are very active. Thank you, sweetheart. I don't want it. Okay. Thank you, angel. Page of Cups is definitely an invitation and offering, and I feel like this is psychic. So this could come in your dreams, this could come in as a thought, it can come in as a knowing, a sensation, it can come in through your own divinations, your own readings, okay? I would highly, 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 highly suggest that you download your free guided meditation, Portal to Intuition, and your free workbook down below. That link I was telling you about that helps you, that wait list that helps you learn more about my upcoming course. Because the guided meditation is going to give you insight directly from your higher self, an elevated ancestor, and an elevated spirit guide, okay? These three sources that we access that can give us so much knowledge on our trajectory and what we need to know. You can ask them any questions, you just hold space to receive information. But that is what the Page of Cups is. It's some valuable information is coming from the spirit realm, okay? So it's very, very important at the end of this month that you, not the end of this month, the end of this week, that you do something to relax, to ease, to soothe, to settle your nervous system, whether it's get a massage, whether it's journal, whether it's sip some tea, whether it's go jogging, go do a yoga class, go smoke something relaxing. There's information that's trying to come through. The information may come in the form of a death here with this 10 of Swords, and that's not a literal death, but it's saying there is an ending happening for you. You might have gotten what the memo was in the middle of the week with that full circle moment with the childhood and changing your ways. Now the Page of Cups is saying maybe there's a friendship that needs to end. There's another dynamic. You need to move. There's boundaries that needs to happen with family. There is a major shift that is happening. Page of Cups has been trying to give you the message, but Page of Cups is also blessing coming. Again, with everything that is clearing, we hold space for newness to come in. So it is both simultaneously clearing and both simultaneously filling up the cups. And I do feel like it may be a friendship. We're getting the friendship card here. All right, maybe a friendship, maybe some of your friendships are shifting. I no longer want friends that act like this. I no longer want to engage in conversations like this with my friends. I no longer want to go out with my friends. I no longer want to do X, Y, and Z, or I want friends that are more on this wavelength. You might be, your spirits might be bringing in new community, new opportunity to meet more community or new community altogether. Well, your spirits are going to certainly be very, very chatty. We see that at the beginning of this week. We see that towards the end of this week. So again, revisiting that guided meditation, the free guided meditation download will absolutely help you, or pursuing your own personal practice will absolutely help you too. So let's get a handle on the collective news for this week. And the collective news, Great Spirit, is harmony. So this is a very straightforward reading, okay? Because it's very straightforward. Spirit wants you to come correct in body, mind, and soul. It wants you to speak correct. It wants you to think correct. It wants you to act correct. It wants you to listen correct. Because I do feel like you guys have been putting forth the effort. I do feel like you guys have been putting forth the work in the spirit realm, and listening to these guided messages, in journaling, in processing, in whatever, in going to therapy, in whatever way helps you. And now this month we're ushering in a new era for us all together. It's a new year. We're still in the Aries season, so we're still in the top of the year, and it wants to remove all that is disharmonious, disingenuous for this chapter of our lives, and to bring in that which is more aligned, that which is more for our favor, that is which is for our highest good. That is where harmony is coming from. And it's not just, like I said before in another tweet, it's not enough in listening to your ancestors and your guides. You got to trust yourself, and the harmony comes by trusting yourself, trusting your instincts, and honoring all of the spirits that live inside of you that's already been giving you information. Once you do that, you're unstoppable. Okay, so I can't wait to kiki with y'all soon. Thank you so much. Shout out to Sahara, who had to absolutely make an appearance and has made this video really short as a result, because I want to make sure that she's not tearing up the house. But anyway, y'all go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Share with your friends. Go ahead and download that free guided meditation. Please let me know how that is doing for you, because I would love to know all your stories about the guys that you're meeting and the ancestors that you're meeting, and all of the amazingness that is happening in your life. And like always, I will see you guys next week real soon. Peace.